We're all sitting in here hoping that Layman just signed a contract extension.
Yeah, I mean it was a great year. I mean I have nothing but positive things to say about the organization. Obviously the opportunity from Steve and Newsy to give me the chance to come and play, and situations I was put in, I feel like I got a lot of opportunity to play in the top six and power play and just play with some great players. So it was fun to be around the group. It was fun to be a wing and in this organization, and I'll definitely have some memories to last me a lifetime.
What are you looking for, Patrick, or what's going to go into the decision?
Like as far as just
where you wind up next or whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm a free agent, so I'm not under contract, but I'm sure just kind of explore situation here, talk to my agent, kind of go over everything, and kind of see what makes sense.
Do you expect to go to July 1 one way or another? Or
It's hard to say right now. It's hard to really fully understand the situation, but I guess we'll kind of see what happens, and I'm sure my agent and Steve will have those conversations and kind of go from there.
What do you kind of base the decision on? Like, are there some factors that are most important, kind of, I guess, in your mind?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say right now because everything's just like so fresh, like with the season being done and everything. I think coming into this year, my decision was like based on playing on a good team, a team where I thought I fit in well. Obviously, the comfort with playing with Alex again was something I was looking forward to, and really enjoyed that as well. But as the season goes on, you realize there's a lot of good players here. There's a lot of good players to play with, and like I said before, I was put in a great situation to succeed and play a lot of minutes and play with some good players. So I was real appreciative of that, and I think it'll be similar going forward too. It's like, how do I fit in with the team? Who would I play with? Things like that. I mean, obviously, I think from being in Chicago for so long and then going to New York, coming to Detroit, maybe looking for like a little bit more stability as far as like term, but I think the right situation matters too.
Patrick, could your recovery physically gone any better if you could have scripted it yourself? I mean, are you surprised? Are you relieved, or were you expecting this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a little bit of both, right? You hope everything goes well with the surgery and the rehab, and at the same time, I knew I was determined to put all the work in and do everything I had this past summer to get back and play, and I felt like I did that, but the job's not done with this as well, right? I mean, now it's the surgery's over, the rehab's over, and now I can train like an athlete this summer, which I haven't done in the past few years, which is exciting for me. I can work on my explosiveness, work on evening out my right and left side, which is probably some things I have to do as well, but excited to have a summer to train like an athlete again, and like I said, the job's really not done. It's something I'll probably have to keep an eye on the rest of my career, and always make sure I'm thinking about it, whether it's off the ice or treatment or activation, things like that. But it's not solely at the forefront of my mind now, where it's like you're thinking about this injury every day. Like I go on the ice now, I'm pain-free, which is unbelievable compared to how I've felt the last couple of years. So pain-free, but probably still need some explosiveness back and some of that stuff. So but being pain-free is unbelievable, and you never really know how these things are going to go. I mean, the doctor said the thing that got me as far as having the surgery was I wasn't going to have to retire because of my hip. So that was the one thing that kind of put me over the edge to go for it, and definitely sitting here today happy that I did.
Was it pain-free throughout? Were there
Yeah.
sort of?
I mean, there's ups and downs throughout the season, but with the hip, I mean, it was pain-free pretty much the whole time. I mean, I shouldn't say pretty much. I should say the whole time. I mean, obviously, around game 15 to 20, I really felt like I was hitting my stride, and then you have a different injury, knocks you out for a month. Felt like I was coming back from that. I didn't start great coming back from that, but felt like, I was playing well for a little bit. Then you get sick, and then you kind of run out of gas. I wasn't too happy with the way my end of the season was, but overall, I look at the big picture. I would say it was a successful year.
With the surgery you had and kind of being one of the first guys who have had it in your realm, do you ever have them reach out to you and like kind of ask you for data and stuff, like so if someone else needs it in the future or from
As far as like the doctors?
Yeah, I was
yeah,
curious.
yeah, you stay in touch with the doctors, and I think especially early on, I think they were pretty amazed at my recovery and just how pain-free I was pretty much right away. Like I think maybe you're in so much pain for so long that having the surgery relieves some of that, and you all of a sudden feel better. But there's things I did this summer that they probably weren't expecting, as far as like being on a skating treadmill 3 weeks after the surgery, or I skated 50 to 60 times leading up to the year just to make sure I was ready, and was on the ice maybe a month and a half after the surgery. So I think they're excited about it, and definitely excited about the prospect of the surgery moving forward for athletes that may need it.
You mentioned signing with Detroit, talked about signing with a good team, playing fit and everything like that. Obviously tied for the same amount of points as the team that does get in. Like, where do you kind of look at as Detroit in the build right now as they move forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're in a great spot. I think the situation with the young players, Larkin, his competitiveness, young players stepping up at the right times and playing so well in the important games. Sider, Raymond, DeBrincat. I'm sure I'm missing Edmondson. Like these guys coming up. I mean, they're so young and they still have so much to give to the game, but they're impact players right now in the most important games. So, and I know they have a lot of good young prospects as well. So I think the future is really bright for the team.
Sort of on that subject, what do you feel like will be most beneficial for this group moving forward about having the chance to play important games down the stretch, even if it didn't quite end the way you would have hoped?
Yeah, I think it was good that we went through the whole season, and the last 2 or 3 months you're playing basically playoff hockey. Obviously, it would have been great to be in the playoffs and play in that situation, a 7-game series against the same team. But for the last 2 or 3 months, we were playing playoff hockey and pretty much knew every game was a must-win. So I think that's important for the team.
I think you guys had a very successful January and 6-game winning streak, and then came that skid. What did you see happen there?
I mean, we were missing Larkin, yeah.
Was there anything else?
That was probably the biggest thing. I think it's such a hole in the lineup, and I think you saw when we got him back, it was it's incredible his importance to this team, whether just on the ice or off the ice, his leadership, his desire to win, how good he wants to be for this organization, and how he wants to get over the top here. It's I think you never really know much about certain guys, and then you play with them and you learn some things. I mean, I played with him in the World Championships and saw that he was kind of a natural leader as well, but just very impressed with him.
How many more years do you think you want to play?
I don't know. I mean, if I keep playing, I think I could play a long time, to be honest with you. So, I'm 35, but hopefully play till 40. Maybe, who knows, I mean, it's like... you just keep playing. So I think with the situation I'm in right now, I'm pretty optimistic as far as like, how long I can play and where I'm at. So.
I think the USA management has mentioned the actual best on best hockey coming up soon, international level, worlds kind of needing something. Do you think about that at all with potentially playing there this spring?
Yeah, it's I'm not going to play, but I understand the situation and the feeling there from the management staff. I mean, I think I played in a couple World Championships. I had some great experiences, and the U.S. hasn't won in a while there, so I think it'd be great for them to send over a good team and win the gold. All right. Thank you.